Hi, folks. Well, I did sense there was a little bit when Adam asked about Canadian whiskey lovers, and it was like, I promise to make each and every one of you lovers of Canadian whiskey by the time we're done here tonight. All right. Thank you, Adam. So great to be here. Thank you to each and every one of you for coming out. I started with Canadian Club Whiskey 26 years ago. I should probably kind of go 26 years ago. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking, holy shit, that's a long time in our business. But truly, came out of a completely different area. I thought when I was young and what I thought was being smart, I was going into the legal profession. Long story short, whiskey got my attention, went into that area, and I've never looked back. So. What I do is I manage the building up at the Canadian Club Brand Centre in Windsor, Ontario. Wide open invitation year-round, folks, if you want to come up. I remember the day that I started, I called my mother and I said, so I'm working for Canadian Club Whiskey. And she said, oh, I knew that. That was like, you were destined to do that. And I said, well, why do you say that? And she said, you know, as Canadians, Canadian Club Whiskey is kind of like having sugar or flour in your cupboard. Everybody has a bottle of it. And, you know, today she said all these young mothers have this teething stuff, you know, gel and everything. So with you, it's Canadian Club Whiskey on your gums. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's nice, you know. And then she said, and, you know, and if you got a cold, and I said, she said, we'll give you a whiskey toddy with CC. And I said, well, how old was I? And she said, 3 or 4 years old. You were feeding me whiskey at 3 or 4 years old. She went, you're still alive, aren't you? Here I am today, loving this life, this whiskey world, and sharing the education with everybody, and so happy. What's happening in the world of rye whiskey, and of course, you know, rye whiskey is a big part of what Canadian whiskey is, and of course, you know, Canadian Club's a part of that as well. Rye whiskey in the last 3 or 4 years is making a huge comeback. All of a sudden, rye is becoming very important. You're going to see this tonight because we're going to have some really wonderful food, a nice variety of food. A lot of it's spicy. Our palates change with 2 things. I'm not going to get too technical here. Our palates will change with 2 things. That is our age and, of course, the type of foods that we eat. So people are asking for a more robust, a nice spicy whiskey. Rye is a very spicy type of grain. And so rye's making a comeback. And where are we? Canadian Club, we're at the forefront of that. So very happy to be here again, and let's just have a great time. You will love Canadian whiskey by the time we're done. You will.